Greetings, and welcome to another video from odooclass.com. In this video, we're going to look at the point of sale system and exactly how to set up the hardware and all of the connections and configurations required to put together a complete point of sale system. This is going to include the printing of the receipt, the barcode scanning, and the handling of the cash drawer. So I am going to install with demo data so that we have some data to work with when we test out this system. You'll start, of course, by just going here and installing the point of sale system here. Start point of sale. And here we'll take the default accounting options. And really whatever fits for your currency will be fine. I'll use US, and you can put your sales tax here and purchase tax here just like any other setup. Okay, so now on this side of things, to set up a point of sale configuration for the hardware, you go down here to point of sales configuration, and there'll already be a main one set up. Now we're going to be using the POS box, and the POS box handles a lot of the complexities of configuring a point of sale system for you. But one of the things you have to do here is go down here, and you're going to want to do the print via proxy. You're going to want to do scan via proxy. And with us, since we have a cash drawer to automatically open it, we're going to do the cash drawer via proxy as well. Now, if you had an electronic scale, it'll also hook in here as well. And that's all the configuration you have to do on this side. You just hit save. And on this system, I was doing this just with a desktop PC because it's easier to click around and move around. But now, for the actual point of sale part, we're going to look at the actual hardware and how this would look as if you were using it on a point of sale system. Now, one thing I just considered is that the products that are in there right now, I probably don't have stocked in my shelf. So I'm going to pick just a couple of products that I have here that I can put barcodes in so that we can test out the barcode scanning, and I can show you how to convert the EANs properly from like if you have a UPC barcode. So let's just add a product here so we'll have something to actually scan in. So I'm going to create a product, and this particular product happens to be a Slim Right Strawberry Cream Shake. So we'll Slim Right Strawberry Cream. And they've got this nice feature down here now under set a custom EAN. Now if you're from the US and you probably are using like the standard UPC barcodes or UPCA, all you have to do is put a 0 in front of the normal 12-digit number. So I'll have a 0 here, and then 0, and this one happens to be 41260358609. And when you hit apply, it'll do the necessary conversion to bring it into here just to make sure it's valid. And I think you could just, in this case, it typed it in there anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and set this to probably a little closer to what these things actually cost, maybe. And we'll do one more just so we have another one to check out. And this one is just going to be a can of ginger ale. And so we'll call this a Big K ginger ale. And this time I'm going to try to just type it in without doing the conversion part. Last time I seemed to have trouble doing it this way. I might have put in too many ones. Or not enough. And there you go. So You just add an extra 0 if you're not using an EAN barcode and you're using a UPC. Let's just edit that price to probably be, actually, for a single can of this stuff, it's probably even cheaper than $1, so we'll say it's 79 cents. And we'll save. And now we're ready to go and set up the hardware and see how we would actually use these products in a real point of sale system environment. Alright, so now we're going to be using a camera here, and so the voice might change or the audio might change a little, but hopefully this is clear. So we're going to be using this POS box. It's just a little black box you get from Odoo SA, and basically it makes it real easy to hook up these point of sale systems. It comes with a manual here, and I'm not going to read through that. It's real simple to set up. You've got ports here to hook in your scanner and to hook in your receipt printer, and then here is where you're going to hook in to your network. So you have an Ethernet port right here. On this side is where we plug in the power adapter. So here's the power adapter. It comes with it, and it's international friendly. You just have to pick the adapter type. They send you a bunch of different ones, and you just slide your adapter type on there like that, and then you're going to plug it in right here, just like that. Now we're going to go and grab the scanner, and you're going to want a USB scanner, which is standard USB cable. And this is just an inexpensive Honeywell scanner here. And so this is just going to go in one of the USB ports. Just pick one, plug it in. And I have my Ethernet cable that you're going to have as well to hook it into your network. Now there's Wi-Fi built into this, but in order to power it and to hook it up to your network, it is an Ethernet connection. The Wi-Fi is for your tablet, like the iPad that we'll show you how it hooks up to later. Now the final piece that's missing here is the receipt printer, and so you should have a USB cable. It'll go to your receipt printer, and then you would plug this in as well to one of these USB ports, so just like that. So this is all the connections. Now the way the cash store hooks in is there's a place on the receipt printer right here in the back, and it depends on your receipt printer, but the way these point of sale systems are configured is the cash drawer actually hooks up to your receipt printer. So now with all the hardware set up, once you've got all these things hooked together, you should be able to plug in your point of sale or POS box adapter, and it will automatically, when it configures, print out a IP address receipt. So we're going to plug this in, and it'll take it a few seconds to power up. It uses a Raspberry Pi inside of it, and so there's a little system that's starting up inside here, and it'll be ready when the receipt printer maybe it's just the first time actually, but we'll give it a few more seconds and see if it just prints a receipt. But the first time, for sure, it should print out a little receipt that'll have the IP address on it, which you shouldn't need, because as we showed you in the setup, it automatically finds the receipt printer. So let's go ahead and try to use this this setup. So you're just going to bring up Odoo on your tablet that you're going to use for your point of sale system. I'll start a new session. Okay, and we did have to wait a little while. That did not start because I started the session. This was the receipt we were waiting for. That every time you plug in that POS box, you're going to get a receipt that has the IP address on it, and then you'll know the POS box is ready. And so now I'm just going to pick a couple of things here off of this, I can go now to cash out and plug in how much we get. So I'll go ahead and just say 159, just like that, and return. And you'll notice that the cash drawer kicks out. And there's our receipt. Just like that. So it really is that simple, and it even has the change on there and everything. So let me close the cash drawer. Now let's see how the barcode scanner works. It's just as simple. I have my can of ginger ale around here. So I'll just bring that up. And you saw how we type that in. There's our barcode. Scan it. And now you'll see right there we have 1 can of ginger ale in our cart. And I can now do it with this one as well. I'll try to scan it, and so you can see it pop in as I scan it this time. And there it is. You can just go here and say cash, put in the money we get, just hit return. Cash drawer pops out, and there's our receipt right out of the receipt printer. Let's do one more watching the receipt printer, just so you can see it a little bit more of the whole thing. So you pick your topic, add up the items, and cash out. It's $5. Return. You have a working point of sale system. 10 minutes setup if you know how to do it. That ends the hardware side of this, and so I think we're good.